But
Yep.
what happens when you back a dog into a fucking corner? Man, it's fixing to get vicious. If you think they've been fighting now, whoever's behind all this shit, which I have my ideas, it's about to get vicious with them because they're in the fucking corner now, thanks to Ryan Cohen and GME and the share splits and stuff. And there's nowhere else to go. The bubble's got to burst, and this monster's really fixing to turn up a fight.
Yeah, I believe that too.
2 weeks ago, we beat Max Payne, and they were supposed to have to buy 20 million shares, and they didn't. They didn't cover them. Those are FTDs too. They just leave that shit hanging out there. How can they do that? I can show you exactly what it's going to do. You want to see exactly what it's going to do?
I always want to see what it's going to do.
When I show you what it's going to do, when you walk away, you're going to be like, "Fuck what everybody else is saying." He had it figured out. Where are we? Okay, I'm going to show y'all my homework. And it goes back to what I said earlier. When people want to know, why don't you make more videos? Because I'm studying and I'm bringing some quality shit. Watch this. I don't want to bring bullshit to my family. This is going to be the first chart. All right, let's see. That's the third fucking chart. Okay, this is the chart we're at now, where we follow the fractal. It stretches way up here for where it's going. It's going to 800. It's going between 700 and 800 right here. Now, you say, well, how do you know that, CSI? Because of these fractal patterns here, this one and this one. They both play out exactly. They have a fractal time frame. They have a consolidation period. They have a volume box. They have a rip up. They have a warning box, which is all this is right here. This is what I've been tracking and what I stay tracking. That's the fractal time frame. See, I locked it. That's my fractal time frame. That's the run up. That's the volume box. That's whenever it ran up on January 28th and the buy button was taken. So I put one right here. It's going to happen again. And then the consolidation, and we move on up to 800. That pattern comes from this pattern right here, where it plays itself out exactly.
Into June 2nd.
Oh, that's right, man. I need to do that. I thought I remembered to do it. I'm sorry. I hate when people do this and they don't give you the dates of the chart that they're following.
Well, I'm reading the bottom. I'm reading the bottom, but that's
this is August.
Everybody knows that date.
Yeah, this is somewhere around August 27th, and it stretched all the way to 6/11.
Yep, June to the June run up.
So if you're on Webull or you're on TradingView and you want to draw your box, it's going to be from that time frame. That's the width of it, from somewhere around August 28th, 2020, and it stretches out to 6/10/2021. So that's this time frame, and inside of it is where I located and named everything. All right, right here was January 28th. They took the buy button. So that was the warning. That's right here. And it happens over here. The same pattern. Then the warning box happens. Then there's a pullback. Then eventually there's a run up to the high, which is 73 or $7.30 here. And then in this fractal pattern, it did the same thing. But I'm going into detail in my actual video that I'm working on. This is what I do. I'm waiting on it. What's going to happen is in this fractal pattern over here, it did the same thing. It fell down to a low of $1.91. From $1.91 in 3 days, it was $5, and then they woke up and it was 20. Over in this fractal, it's going to be the other way around though. It's going to go higher because all you do is add a zero. It's going to run up to 200, and then it's going to pull back. Something will happen. It'll be a halt, most likely. Same scenario, same boxes as over here. It just runs itself on out, and it's going to run up. First, it ran to 7, then it ran to 72, and now it's going to run to 700, 800.
Let me give you a quick thing. This is why I started watching you. I don't do the algorithms. I love to look at them, but I'm horrible with them.
Yeah.
So I want to. This is what I wanted to talk about as well with you. What do you think about systems going down? All of a sudden during this thing. I mean, for YouTubers, for Twitter followers and stuff like that. I mean,
it goes back to what I said earlier, is that they've been fighting us, but they ain't put the power down. Just like Russia with Ukraine. All right. Russia did not really put the power down. That's how they're able to fight back, which is exactly like us. They have not put the pressure on us, or we could not fight back. They would kill fucking social media, period. If they had, in fact, it was on my other YouTube channel. They had a blackout in cities where 4 of the major brokerage firms were. A blackout.
Yeah.
And 4 of the largest fucking brokerage firms really was black for an hour during all this, the squeeze in the beginning.
Convenient.
All that happened. You say common sense. Now you think they could do that. Yes, they're trillionaires, motherfuckers. They do not want to give you a nickel.
Midway in.
Billionaires. If they could cause a tornado, they will do it. I've also done videos called the shorts versus the longs. It's not anything to do with me or you, country. We just bought our shares and kick back and fucking relax and watch the fireworks.
Buy and hold.
It's really these motherfuckers that are fighting each other. It's BlackRock against Citadel. It's Vanguard against State Street. Why? Because they're both opposite to play. One's long and one's short. So that's them fighting. Spoofing, whatever. They're not spoofing us. They're spoofing each other.
Right.
We kicking back watching the fire show. And it's about to be a real, probably next week. It's going to be a real shit show.
I haven't even looked.
Fertilizer. Don't worry, be happy. Said they're attacking fertilizer. They're attacking everything. What is wrong with these people, man?
They're probably putting that fertilizer in their own grow areas.
Electric car. Do you realize you could put gas at $20 a gallon? I still can't afford a fucking electric car. If you wanted to push towards the electric car, there's my friend. If you wanted to push towards electric cars, why didn't you start with your federal issues first? How about your postal workers? The post trucks you see every fucking day delivering mail, why aren't they electric first? And so forth and so on. Amazon, do their part, their electric vehicles and so forth.
Edwards
FedEx. Hey, them going electric would be impressive. What's up, Edward?
Hey, what's up, man? I just woke up.
Eduard or Edward?
You just call me Edward.
Edward, okay, cool. Where you from?
From California, man.
California, okay. No more talking bad about California, y'all.
2 hours.
No, it doesn't matter.
2 o'clock out there for him.
Yeah. I was like, I don't want to miss it because I promised you I'll be there on Friday.
Oh yeah, we just been kicking it, man. Talking about days to cover, failure to delivers, the time slacks in a gas shortage line in 74.
Yeah, do you guys know what's causing the wicks at the after hours on AMC?
That's what hey man, let's talk about it, because I've got it on my chart mapped out, and I've got little arrows going to them. I'm going, what the fuck is going on here?
It's every day, and it's following the SPY. Like
It's
every
every
single
day. It's been every day for how long now? About 6 days,
day.
8 days that
I'm
we've had
looking
long
at it.
hit.
Ooh, I think it's been happening since we ran to 34, since
Yeah.
the circuit breaker.
Since the circuit breaker trip to
Mm,
34.
yeah, I'm looking at the
Well,
1 hour.
what are they? What are they?
I don't know, but it's following SPY.
Somebody told me Bigham's put out a video explaining what they were.
He said, I think it was related to the 5 minutes after close. That was
The new rule.
yeah,
Yeah, they
the
got
DTCC rule. Yeah.
Yep.
Now, see, I know. I was thinking that could be it.
But it doesn't make
Yep.
sense how it's doing the same thing SPY is doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The rule. I mean, does everybody know what the new rule is? You want to explain it, or
No, I don't know like to the full extent.
I mean, I do. You want me to? Here's what
Yeah,
it
go
is.
ahead.
Here's what it is. At the moment of close, when they ring the bell, what the price is, the price cannot change for 5 minutes. That way, that gives the institutions that have open orders that's been open throughout the day, they have 5 minutes to capitalize on that price, and then it moves on. They can cover. They're not yet. I just can't understand these fucking.
Hey, Edward, I got a question. I mean, not a question for you, but I watch Boss Blunts a lot. I like your DD,
Uh-huh.
and it allows me to do some DD of my own. And but I would love for you to kind of explain what, because you do a lot of price predictions and
Yep.
run ups, just like Common Sense. And when we first got on, you weren't on, but I told him, I said, I'm not the algorithm guy. I'm more of a backseat cheerleader, and I want to see everyone do good. So I'm trying to pull as much stuff as I can. So I've pulled some of your information from my group of people, and I would love to hear how you get, what your daily activity is, because I know you're active.
Oh yeah, it's
Too
that's a
active
difficult
sometimes
one.
in four. Is your focus mainly just AMC right now? Is that what I know you do a lot with
I'm looking
AMC?
at SPY, AMC,
Gotcha.
but yeah, wider market, primarily AMC though. Yeah.
Cool.
Algorithms.
Yep. It's
One
all
person,
algos.
one person once told me that all the firms had algorithms, which is true because I went on a search to find out what they were. I found out a few of them. Uh, I have a chart of them. The assassin that goes after and looks for opportunities to dump volume and shit. But I say there's one algorithm that runs all of them, or basically that algorithm sets the perimeters of all the other algorithms below it. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I'm still trying to find the origin of what that algorithm is, because I know BlackRock is connected to the NYSE. So I don't know if it's BlackRock that's the one. I don't think so, because they have their own supercomputer.
I'll say it. I've said it before. I'll say it again. Son of a bitch! I just bought some AMC stock, and look what we're in the middle of.
Yeah.
World Economic Forums, the impact of BlackRock on AMC, and so forth. And all I did was just buy a stock of a fucking movie theater right up the road. It
That's right. It makes no sense. Like it's like
makes no sense. I've raised my price estimates. I used to, honestly, I told people I didn't think it was going to go over 2,500, but I see 10,000 easy now.
yeah. I mean they wouldn't be scared if it wasn't in the dangerous levels. Plus, it's
Yes.
also infinite. There
Somebody,
could
somebody asked me
infinite
too about,
losses.
well, what changed my mind? Their fear. They're too afraid of this. If this was just going to run to $1,200, they would have let it go ahead and go and get it over with.
Yeah,
Their fear is showing me they're afraid of
they're
something.
spending billions a day to keep us down.
Right.
Why don't you just put that toward paying us out? That's really how I look at it. I mean, I don't want to hear anything.
And we would leave already. Like that's
exactly.
The thing.
Exactly. They want us around.
I'll tell you this. I know some people gonna get mad at me for this, but I really believe this. If this sumbitch was to run up to 80 now, run up to 80 and fall back down to 70, a lot of old timers, they're gonna jump out and they say, we ain't riding through this shit again. Because they hit 70 and that girl told me she had $78,000 and how much she regretted not selling it and going ahead and taking her profits. And I'm like, yeah, y'all gonna be the first ones to go this time. Because y'all gonna say I ain't riding through this shit again. Some of us will stay in for a little while longer because we're gonna get the bigger numbers. If you hold, you get the bigger numbers.
Yeah,
you're right, Jeffrey. They wouldn't burn down buildings for 100 to 200.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Why my price went up? Because you're burning buildings, shit like that. You know, every time they make an action shows me how much they don't want this to fucking happen, and they let it happen. If it was just 1,000,
man. If this is looking, if today is looking like May 24th, oh brother, be prepared.
Who says "oh brother"? Did Matt
Cool
say that?
Yeah,
I don't. I don't. I really don't care about Matt Kors.
Oh brother.
It's a legit thing though. Like I'm not kidding. If it does replay like May 24 where it rebounds, and if it rebounds,
can you share your screen?
Yeah, I can share my Webull desktop. Why not?
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. What we could be witnessing here is actually, and this is what could be playing out right now. Like this could be right here. That's playing out. So this final pull, you see how it's pulling down right here?
Yeah.
Yep. So it could be in May 24th. We don't know.
I don't know if it's May 24th particularly. I have mapped out, but I have that same bars pattern. And
you could see how, I mean, it's created higher like lows and stuff. So, but yeah, I mean, I'm waiting for the confirmation.
Are you
still has that peak?
Are you using TradingView?
I use TradingView too. Yeah.
Okay, that's your Webull though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I was going to tell you how to pull that bars pattern. You can overlay it on that other chart.
Yeah, I just can't compare it. Right, I can't compare it. Let me see.
Right, this is the best way to do it on Webull. Yeah, I feel like we're in the same way. Now, I don't think we're running into 72. I don't think. I hope I'm wrong. We're supposed to stair step it up to 50.
Here, let me switch to a different window. Let me switch to my TradingView. Here we go. This is my TradingView. This is the same fractal that's on, like I've showed Boss Blunts this. This is the same fractal as July 21 to August 24th in the year of 2021. That's the reference image right here.
Okay. Let me follow this and make sure everybody just watch it. First off, let's talk about why you got red, blue, and yellow lines.
So this is the yellow. They're all separate because sometimes you need to stretch them out.
Mm-hmm.
Like see how this one right here?
Mm-hmm.
It's playing this part, except it's
stretched out a little more.
It's stretched out. See, so you're seeing this part right here. It's playing this area now.
Right.
Yeah. Or it could be this part right here, or it could be like this zone right here. So.
And your red, blue, and yellow lines are all your green inside that box. That green line is all of them combined.
Yes. So if I can bring this up, it's the same thing as
okay,
right there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And the yellow part, obviously, it's the let me bring this out. So the yellow part is just that.
Mm-hmm. And what's in the green that's inside the box is from July to August 21. And the red, blue, and yellow are today's price actions
No, this is on the 4 hour.
on a 4 hour.
Mm-hmm. So this is AMC in the 4 hour. So what I took is this. I took this fractal right here. So July, let me show you.
It literally drives me crazy that you can cut those bars patterns and overlay them and they're perfect, and nobody thinks shit's really going on. Come on, man.
So right here, this is where I took it from.
Okay, yeah.
That's where it is. It's
I like the way you map that out, because I get mine lost and confused where I've cut them from. So I'll use your pattern.
so you can see that what's going on right here is there is this triple claw effect that you're seeing. So it's the same thing that's going on right here. Triple
Damn,
claw.
you're right. It looks like a claw.
Yeah, and it happened. It's the same thing that happened here. You had those 3 retests.
Right there. 1, 2, 3. I see them.
Yeah, right before it just shot up. It's the same thing here. 1, 2, 3. It's reiterating constantly. On this one, it's 1, 2, 3 before a short.
Yeah.
The same thing happened right here. So you had even here 1, and then there's a W. So this also counts as 1 phase, and then it got shorted.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's constantly reiterating, and actually you can see that here too. Like there's a iteration of it, except it's higher, and then it got shorted after it. So
Wow.
it's constantly reiterating itself. But yeah, that's what I'm looking for in the current, and that's what it looks like it's sort of doing.
Now your red or your yellow projection line, that's not an accurate projection of price action that you're expecting, right?
No, it's
That's
the
just showing
behavior.
you a trajectory that it's expected to go. It's gonna run up, but we can't tell how high yet.
Yep. So if I'm gonna project this part, like it's very difficult because this thing has a much bigger. See, like you can see it's much bigger ledge.
It's so obvious. It's so obvious.
So if I stretch it further, you could see how it's it's reiterating itself, but it's a little bit lower.
Now at this point, it's going to do one of two things. It's either going to continue up that yellow projection line, or it's going to fall below it and run an exact mirror of it.
Right. So I
call that a head fake.
So
it couldn't do that.
The bad part, yeah, if the market collapses or something like that, and it gets shorted down, like that would be really bad. But I think this would be temporary because the DCCC cuts below $10. It's like 25% on their margin or whatever. But I think it just looks more accurate with
like that.
Yeah, much more accurate if it's aligning for a run. So if we're gonna have a Friday like consolidation day, right? It just goes up right here, and then next week it starts to pop, right? Next week it just goes up. But the behavior should be sort of similar. In my opinion, like it should be like, if it's this part, if it's this area, it should be just like a W, and then ends like right here, and then on Monday it just shoots up.
It's got to have its third claw. Or it has already developed the third claw.
It's already finished the third claw.
It's finished the third claw, so it's ready for the rip.
Yeah, so these are the 3 claws. They're already done. We're just forming the final. So the final little handle that's right here, this is what it's forming.
Yeah.
And it's, if you actually, the way to verify this is if it goes through all the points, and it does. It goes through all the center points. Just like the previous time. Isn't that interesting?